My skin is better, energy's better, mental health feels a lot better. Before I came to Revival Clinic, I didn't think I had health problems. I wasn't aware of any health problems. My introduction to Revival Clinic was actually to my wife. She had been bitten by a tick in Sweden and had to go on some very strong antibiotics. So when we moved to Thailand, her stomach was still not in a great place. And we tried some basic probiotics, they weren't getting places. So we found the clinic and they offered an IV drip for good health. And during that process, I witnessed a number of people come in for different things. And I was quite interested in the NAD IV. I decided to do the NADs, did a little bit of research, found out, okay, this has some benefits to health. And I do travel a lot with work. In fact, I travel an awful lot with work. And I figured this could probably help me with some jet lag and just general health. I did the initial treatment, 3-step program. There was 3 treatments, one after the other. Benefits from the NAD, I travel at least 2 weeks out of every 4 I'm away. So I'm on and off airplanes very, very often. There's often flights that'll take me back and forth to China, Australia, and then either Europe or the United States. Let's just say the older you get, the more difficult it is to cope with jet lag. I was feeling that it was taking longer to recover. So since I've started the NADs, that's pretty much gone away. I've got higher energy, certainly better clarity in the way I was thinking. I would say I was less moody and less susceptible to just the time changes and the time zones that I've had to fly through. It's also helped me with my appetite. I feel that I'm not eating as much as I was and still feeling good. And certainly the other side effect, which is quite interesting, is you've got less interest in alcohol. But during the process, Adrian had some other health issues, and then she went ahead and got full IV stem cell treatment. And I witnessed a huge improvement in her health. It was quite miraculous, actually. Her health changed overnight for the better. And then my daughter, who has had an ongoing ankle injury for a number of years, and it was not improving in any way. We talked to the orthopedic surgeon here, and he suggested stem cell treatment, not the IV drip, but direct stem cell treatment for her ankle. She came up and had treatment on her ankle, and again, miraculous recovery. Went from difficulty walking and unable to walk for prolonged periods of time to back riding a bicycle, driving a car, out for a run. And then the third direct friend of mine had a motorcycle accident actually in Tajikistan. He came off his bike and broke his leg quite badly, had to be airlifted from Tajikistan down to Sydney for medical treatment. He then was looking at a way to speed up his recovery and through some research identified stem cells as an option. So he came up to Thailand, had the full IV stem cell treatment. And again, his recovery was a lot faster than had been initially predicted by the doctors. I'd only been doing the NADs. I was very happy with the results. I was very happy to have just my monthly NAD. But when the opportunity came to have stem cells, I thought, hey, let's see how that goes. So I had that 2 weeks ago, had a full IV stem cell treatment. Felt a whole lot better. And I've certainly felt my skin is better, my energy's better, just my mental health feels a lot better. Adrian would probably say I'm not as grumpy as I once was. Since having the stem cells, I did decide to go and have a full medical. In fact, I started the medical process before the stem cells. I did need to go back and have a couple of small medical interventions, and that's been beneficial. Having the stem cells now certainly going to speed up any recovery process from 2 operations I had to go through. Did involve general anesthetic and the removal of small tumors. For me, it was a very positive outcome. Big fan of the clinic, Revival Clinic. I've witnessed the way the stem cells have been administered here, and I've witnessed the results of the stem cells in a number of patients as they come through. I would certainly say go for it. If you can afford it, you have the opportunity to come here. The benefits certainly justify the outlay.